Hello Sagittarius, how are you? Welcome to your April 2016 love and general readings. Really quick, two things. Firstly, a quick shout out to my very dear friend, someone that I know personally who just started her own channel. Go check it out. It's Shooting Stars Tarot. She's a very sweet and genuine person in real life and really has a beautiful energy to bring to the community. Secondly, I am going to be using my Tarot of Delphi deck that I used back in February for the general reading. So just an FYI on that. Okay, let's go ahead and get started, Sagittarius. We're going to do your love reading for April 2016. One more. Nine of Swords again. I say again because I pulled that out for someone just recently, so. Interesting reading. Immediately as I was pulling these out, my eyes was drawn to this quadrant here with these four cards. The reason is because this Page of Cups indicates to me that there was some kind of a message, right? Some kind of an offering. Or that there is one coming to you. This is you here. Knight of Swords, very sharp-minded, very goal-oriented, very much has your eye at the end of the, or your eye on the ball. You're goal-oriented right now, and you will be in the next coming weeks. I think you have something coming your way, maybe something that I don't know if you're not expecting it from someone, or if you don't want it. This is a very independent type of character, okay? This is someone that is very much an army of one. Okay, and I think that's kind of how you're feeling right now. Like you are unstoppable. You have a lot of things going for you, and any message of a romantic interest might be somewhat problematic for you. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it just might kind of get in the way of what you're doing, like your own thing, right? And if you're in a relationship and you're feeling this sense of independence, the obligations and the requests perhaps from others might kind of affect you I feel like it's going to kind of get in the way. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of the Seven of Wands here. But I'll come to that in just a moment. And I'm not going to say it's entirely unwelcome, but it is certainly going to be a surprise. I mean, that's sort of the air of the Tower, right? Something that comes in quite unexpectedly. This is also an indication of something that is inevitable. It's an inevitability. It's something you cannot stop. It's something that is coming into your life, and it is going to shake it up. However you're feeling right now, however independent, however strong, however progressive and productive you feel that you're being right now, there is going to be something that comes in and shakes it up. And I think that this is going to be, an expression of interest, an expression of love. If you're in an established relationship, it could be, a discussion of moving things to the next level. And I'm wondering if you're going to be feeling a little bit of pressure with these words, with the pressure with maybe these requests. Because the Eight of Swords, while it's not the 9 or 10 of Swords, it's not incredibly dark, not incredibly heavy. It's just like, when someone makes a demand or a request from you, it feels like it's stopping you, it's preventing you from moving forward. And you might put a little bit more weight or emphasis on their requests, on their demands than is probably really necessary. I think you're going to be feeling like you're a little bit on the defensive. You might need to defend the way you're living your life, defend the choices that you've made recently or as of late. And when this comes in, you might go on guard a little bit and defend it courageously, and I think rightfully so, because these are things that, wands are indicative of things that you've worked hard for. They're things worth protecting. And I think you have been working hard. I think you have had your focus on beautiful things, and you are making things happen. You are making changes, right? You've been working hard. But I also think that this offering might feel like there's going to be additional weight added. There's going to be additional obligations, additional responsibilities that maybe you're not sure if you quite want to take those things on. I think deep within you somewhere, though, you might know that this is coming already. You might be sensing something. You might be sort of picking it up or have an inkling on some level that you know that this is coming. Okay, these are directly in line, 2 major arcana, top and bottom, the only major arcana in the reading, and they're directly connecting you. And it may even indicate the way that you feel about this person, the way you feel about this situation. How do you feel? I think you feel that maybe this person, obviously if it's your significant other, this will ring true. If you are just starting to date someone or have been getting to know someone, I think you feel a very strong connection with them. Okay, 2 of Cups, there is soulmate qualities there. But there's also an air of practicality in that relationship where you have compatibility. It's not just a intense chemical, physical thing. It's a little bit more logical, right? And your backgrounds make sense. The way you speak to one another is respectful and honest. And I think that's kind of how you are viewing this person in your life, this person that's going to be bringing you this message. But the offering itself, and maybe this is someone coming to you and saying, hey, we've been dating for a while. I'm really thinking that I want to be exclusive, or whatever people say. I really want to, I don't want to see anyone else, and I want to just kind of explore how things are going with just us. If that's the case, it's possible you might feel a little bit, suffocated by that. If you are single, I think right now you are very much enjoying your freedom. You're enjoying your independence and your ability to come and go as you please and to not have those obligations to another person. I think the 9 of Cups here at the very top of the reading tells me that you have a lot of happiness and joy with everything the way it is now. And that maybe some change that might come in, while not entirely unwelcome, I think you handle change very well. You adapt very quickly. But you are feeling good now. And anything additional that comes in, I think will be seen as a little bit frustrating for you, and you might not quite know which way to go. You might not quite know how to handle it, right? I do feel that this person is, important to you, and that you don't want to lose them, but you still want to just keep things the same at the same time. So what I want to do is pull out some more cards. This reading actually went pretty quick, so I'm going to try to spend some more time if needed. Okay, hold on. Let me do a few just quick shuffles. That top one there. Okay. Yes, I think this person is someone with whom you've had a lot of fun with, okay? Not only do you have the soulmate quality connection, it doesn't necessarily mean that you met and you started dating and things were like totally magnetic and everything just worked out perfectly, but you do see good qualities in this person. And I think this person is someone with whom not only do you have the more serious aspects, but it's also someone that you just enjoy being with. Someone that you look back on the past and you think, if this is someone that you have been dating, if you're totally single, I think there is someone new coming into your life. Let me just sort of clarify that. And if you are in an existing relationship, I think this change or this offering that comes into your, obviously if you're married and you have these types of qualities, but I think that sense of independence, that sense of freedom, I think there's a little bit of a duality going on within you. And I say that because I have the King of Wands here, which is definitely you, Sagittarius. So you have both energies, but the difference between the two it's so substantial. I think you have been living your life this way for a very long time. You have been going after the things that you want and doing the things that you want, and it's been very, very much in one way for a very long time. And now you are transforming. Now you are changing. Now you are growing up. Okay, now obviously I'm speaking to people of all ages, but I think there's a new phase in your life now. And I think this person may or may not be a part of it. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with this other person. But I think this tower could affect or be the catalyst for this transformation. You look back, perhaps this is someone you're dating, you look back and you think of all the things that you experienced together, of all the things that you said to one another, and you think of the good times, and you think of how you think of them, and they think of how they think of you, and there's a lot of past, analyzing the past. And I'm not saying you're living in the past. I'm not saying you're sad or regretful or anything like that, but I think you're just analyzing it. And you're trying to figure things out. Like I said, I think you have a very sharp mind right now or in this coming month. And you are experiencing things differently. You're seeing things differently. You're figuring out your place in the world a little bit. This offer, I feel, is actually quite serious. Probably from someone with whom you have the potential to have something substantial with. A potential husband or wife, or girlfriend, boyfriend, or, if you're in a marriage already, this offer isn't going to be so light. It's going to be substantial. Otherwise, you wouldn't be feeling the weight of the request, right? I'm not getting the swords here, which means it's not so dark and heavy. It's just making you think about things differently. Are you willing to take on these added responsibilities? Are you willing to change, to go from, even traveling and going out there and doing your thing and getting what you want, getting what's yours, and becoming a more grounded, a more stable, this is kind of an indication of settling down. Are you ready to settle down? If you're in a marriage and you kind of already have settled down, I think this might mean taking things slower, giving your partner more time, giving them more quality time, more attention, doing more service-oriented things towards them. Are their needs being met? Are their demands that they want or their requests, do they make sense? And is it something that you can offer to them? So an idea of slowing things down. This is a very active card. This is a very slow moving card, okay? I want to do your general because I think a lot of these energies are going to pull out in the generals as well. So I'm actually quite excited to do that because this deck that I'm using is very, for me, which it only really matters for me, is very inspiring. So let me go ahead and start shuffling. I shuffled a lot before I started, so it shouldn't be too long. So, okay, Sagittarius, general reading for April 2016. I don't know if you guys remember, if you happen to watch in February, but these cards I always struggle with the shuffle because they're a little bit bigger and I don't like to bend them, so I have to do it this way. Your general reading for April 2016. Take the middle one. Here we go. The Hero of Cups. Four of Wands. Two of Swords. Chariot. Three of Cups again. Enchantress of Cups. Four of Coins. Seven of Swords. And the Four of Cups. So you have the Four of Cups and the Four of Coins. So yes, a very similar reading. Sagittarius, I feel like I'm going to give you a very similar reading, and I had a feeling this was going to happen just because the energies, I think, were really intense in that first reading, and this is a lot to do with you. Not so much your partner, but what it is that you are going through in your life. The Hero of Cups, almost the same as that Page of Cups, right? It is that reporting of emotions, okay? It is the articulation and the reception of the message, okay? I think that is integral in the upcoming months. And again, I think it's this catalyst for you. If this is someone in your life that you are fearful of losing, but yet you're still not ready to commit, I think this is going to speak to you quite significantly, because you have been and continue to live your life in a certain way. This person is coming to you and expressing something to you that is causing you to feel torn. Okay, here's the Two of Swords, and I had a feeling this was going to come out because it's directly between the Chariot and the Four of Wands. The choice and the inability to see the truth. And not that anyone's lying to you, but your inability to see and understand how you really feel. How do you feel about settling down? How do you feel about being independent and being free. How do you feel about this offer? How, and I really think you're going to be deeply affected by this. Enchantress of Wands, I feel that this is you. These are your emotions, and this can even be also that person. I think emotions are running incredibly deep, and they're very tangible, and they make us question a lot about ourselves and a lot about our life. Four of Coins, Four of Cups, both sides of the reading. I'll start with the Four of Coins. Being stuck on an idea. Stuck on the way we're living our life. Stuck on everything that we are doing now, the status quo, and feeling incredibly hesitant to change, unwilling to change, to the point of being, I'll say, stubborn. Okay? But knowing somewhere, okay, the Two of Swords, even though it's an unwillingness to see the truth, with that High Priestess in the last reading, I know you know the truth. You're just not ready or willing to accept it. And I think this message here, this person coming to you and expressing something to you, romantic or not, this is supposed to be a general reading, but I had a feeling it was going to carry over. Why are you running away from that? I think that's the big question for you today. Why are you running away from it? Why are you hesitant to embrace this change and to embrace this opportunity with someone? Are you craving stability, or are you craving fun and good times? Neither one is better than the other. They're the same, they're just different. They're the same but different. But I think you are running away from something. You are avoiding something. Why not have fun? Why not enjoy your life? And why not really well, I'm not going to say that quite yet because I want to move into this. The Four of Cups. Because this is like not committing. Now I think you are feeling so overwhelmed and feeling things deeply, as I said, and so is the other person. And now you're feeling confused. You're feeling conflicted. The Chariot, the heart versus the head. Okay, that very frustrating. How do I feel versus what do I know? What do I feel versus what do I know? But what do I know? Is that right? And what do I feel? Is that wrong? And which makes the most sense and which feels better? There's so many questions going on. Like I said, a very active mind for you, and yet still a lot of inaction. Not ready to make that change, not ready to take the plunge, if you will. I think this Enchantress of Wands, this person, cares very, very deeply for you. There's no doubt in my mind that there are true feelings there. If this is someone that you're just starting to date and you are questioning the way that they feel, rest assured the intent is genuine. It is real. It now truly is up to you. And I think there is an element of counsel. There are a lot of people in these cards, and I think counsel and talking to friends and verbalizing and articulating the way that you are feeling is very important for you now, and I think it will help you to see your way through it. Either way you decide to go, neither is wrong, neither is better than the other. It really just depends on what you want for your life. If you want to stay single and have fun, and then that's great, but keep in mind an opportunity that you might be missing. And if this is something that you really, really think that you want, but you're just not sure about the person, my recommendation would be to listen to maybe like what other people have to say. Okay, this is a card of honest reporting and being objective. And I think people will be honest with you if you ask them, if you approach them. But ask yourself why you're running away from it. Why are you feeling scared? Why are you feeling like you want everything to stay the same? That Tower is coming. There is a change, an inevitable change in your life. And, it could be someone brand new entering your life that you've never met before. Or it could be someone coming back from the past. I'm not really getting cards indicating that someone's coming back from the past, but you just never know. It could be someone, obviously if you're still in a relationship with, this can speak to you in many different ways as well, in regards to taking things to the next level. And there is the Shipwreck. Okay, this is the Tower, same as the other deck, and the same Seven of Wands. So the sevens, 3 sevens, the Chariot, 7 in the Major Arcana, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, with the Ace of Wands, the Shipwreck. This message, this sense of duality, this sense of being torn, of having, opposing forces sort of pulling your spirit apart, it's going to be quite obvious. It's going to be quite, I think you're going to have a longing for something that you might have never longed for before. If you are steadfastly single and you are you're watching this not necessarily because you want a relationship, just because you kind of want to know what's in store for you next month, I think a longing for a relationship, a longing for a commitment might be coming your way. And I think that should be embraced. That's my own personal opinion, just based on the reading and just based on the cards. Because whenever the Tower comes in, it's always for a reason. I always kind of say it's the universe's way of smacking us back on track, of getting us where we are supposed to go. If we had an offer and we turned it down, maybe we rejected it, and now are we double thinking? Are we, going back? Like I said, that 4 of Swords in that last reading, are you reliving conversations that happened and thinking, 1, I should have known X, Y, Z, and 2, I should have done A, B, C. This is your opportunity to rectify that and to make things right and to harness the blessings that the universe is giving to you and to create a beautiful new life for yourself. And truly, it is beautiful. Truly, there is a spark there. This is the Ace of Wands. And here she has a flame at the end of her wand. She's celebratory and receptive to the things that are coming her way. New passions, new adventures, new journeys. This person can open up new doorways for you that you maybe have never explored before. But there is still that element of being torn, still that element of feeling like you have to defend yourself, you have to defend your choices, you have to defend the things that you think that you want that might be misaligned with this story. Is what you want does what you want not have room for someone else? Does it not have room for someone in this love department? I really, really think you have a lot of questions this month. My other piece of advice to Enchantress of Cups is to just allow the energy to flow. This is going to happen. You cannot stop it. And it doesn't have to be like this huge, major thing in your life. I mean, it is major, but it's not like it's, like your house burns down, or it's not negative. it's usually a very, very positive thing and brings with it a lot of opportunities. So when I say just go with the flow, this is something that just needs to be accepted. You just need to adapt to it. And I think you have the ability to do that. It's just a matter of keeping your mind in that place that is open to new things. So really, really strong energies for you this month. I think exciting things for you this month. I wish you absolutely nothing but the best. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next month.